15-yard box. Sibu Bexon takes a shot well right out of play. And we're going to see another substitution for the Maple Leafs. Senior Brody Nofsinger is coming into the game now for Ollie Smith. Now, again, we don't want to look too far ahead of things, but after this season, Maple Leafs are pretty much returning everyone except for the new substitution, Brody Nofsinger, and as well as Gabriel Eisenbeis. He's not going to be returning, but again, not to look too far ahead of things, but this is a team that if they can build and be successful this year, just imagine what they're going to be like next year with the same team. We got to see how they do in this first, well, actually, it's Aaron Patrick's fourth season, but we got to see exactly what the Maple Leafs can put together in this game. Now, Coach Aaron Patrick, before the game, as the ball is being thrown back into play in the far side after it got knocked around, pretty much said that, not that these games don't matter, but the ones that count are the ones in conference. That's what they're really prepping for. And that's where we're going to see perhaps some of the best soccer of the year. The ball kind of just being kicked around on the far side right around midfield, and it will go out of play. Doesn't look like there are any ball boys on the far side, which, now the players have to go get the balls themselves, but hopefully that doesn't lose too much time in the game. Now, as we get back into possession, Nofsinger, his first touch is a nice pass from midfield. This ball is looped all the way over to the right side now, where Macias takes possession. Tries to get a through ball into Francois Revalier, no dice. Over the end line, out of play. 32 minutes have gone by in this first half. There are two 45-minute halves in NAIA. And then if the game goes into overtime, again, we'll cross that bridge when it comes, but there will be two halves of 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. Sorry, don't quote me on that one. And it will be golden goal from that point. But we'll see if that is even necessary. Macias with the ball. Near side on the right, just by the out-of-play line. That low cross sent in, and Gray is going to clear it out with his left foot. TJ White with the ball. Midfield. Back in play, TJ White has the ball. Sends it back across midfield the opposite way. And now Goshen still with possession. This looks like Stuart Ashelman. TJ White just in front of midfield. Will try and get up a little further. A nice head from Macias. Crossed in from Francois Revalier, goes over the net, out of play. Substitution ready to come on. Checking out of the game is Macias. Coming into the game now is Lucas Vieira from Santos, Brazil. Transfer from Missouri Valley College. Really excited to see what he can bring to the Maple Leafs roster. So, ball back now. Maple Leafs have possession. And Francois Revalier, another junior captain, along with Spencer Eishelman. Both of them were captains in their first year, which is a pretty big task for two incoming freshmen, but that's exactly what they've done. It's their third year as captain. Francois Revalier will get one to Brody Nofsinger. In the attacking third now, a nice chip, and he is onside. Rosales stops. This could be an opportunity in the 18-yard box. They'll take it back out. Shot from TJ White goes low. Blocked away from Gray. The ball back now. Goshen in possession. Kicks it back out to Ingold. He's at the top now on the left wing. Spencer Ashelman trying to get one in. It's now Stuart Ashelman with the ball. Tips it back out to Ingold. They are moving backwards, but with the idea of moving forward, obviously Viela with the ball now on the left wing for Ashelman. Back to Viela. 35 yards from the goal. Ashelman's just going to pick that ball up as it kind of got rolled away a little. Now Stuart Ashelman on the corner of the 18-yard box tried to get something in, was kind of shoved off the ball, and it will result in a goal kick for Siena Heights University. 35 minutes have gone by. Still no score here in the first half. Everyone waiting on Gardaki to send one down. He does so low, and it goes right to Brody Knopfinger. Now they'll look to go on the counterattack. Tried to cross one in low at the top of the 18. TJ White takes it away. He's going to have a rip. That one well wide, but a good shot there. A good opportunity. Again for the Maple Leafs. Fifth shot of the game. They have had 3 on goal. Again, they had 10 corners. They have had their fair share of chances, but nothing to show of it. I'm sure Siena Heights is going to be more than happy with going into halftime with this 0-0. Of course, they'd be happy with anything that would benefit them, but I'm sure they'll be happy to take the draw at halftime and take their chances in the second half. Ball thrown in, headed out. Possession now, back with Goshen. A whistle as Cebu Bexon knocked down Spencer Ashelman there. Quick free kick goes back to the back line. Gilks has the ball. First team all-conference. Tevin Gilks, not a freshman last year, but he was came in kind of as a transfer, and he has been a rock back in the back line, and it's been a large part of why Goshen is one of the best defensive teams, definitely in the conference and perhaps in the country. Now the ball, this is a chance for the Saints to make something happen, and it's going to be a foul on Khan inside the 18. Tried to fight for possession of the ball, could not get it back, so Goshen with possession. Sends one all the way up, trying to get it forward, and it goes out of play. .33 and change has gone by in the first. Looks like both number 26s for each team are looking to come in the game. It'll be Braden Stefan for Siena Heights. And it'll be Oscar Ocampo. He's a local gentleman. He's from Elkhart Memorial High School. He's coming in for the first time. Looks to be another sub. He's going to have to wait. So now Goshen in possession. A beautiful through ball. Could not get through as Gardaki comes out of his box and punts it away. Down to midfield a little bit further, but it does get to the one attacker up for Siena Heights. Gilks just bullying Rodden off that ball, and now he's in front of the Goshen dugout. Out of play. Looks like there's going to be a sub in 2. Sitterlit. Austin Sitterlit coming into the game now. In front of the Goshen dugout, Siena Heights throws the ball in. Possession with Ornelas. Takes a long rip, one hop to Johan Escalante. No problem. Escalante puts the ball down and sends one upfield. Still no score in this game. It's the home opener for the Goshen College Maple Leafs. They're playing host to the Siena Heights Saints out of Adrian, Michigan. That's about 2.5 hours east of where we're located. 22nd year for head coach Aldo Zid. In the attacking third, Siena Heights is going to take a long rip, about 35 yards, no dice. That ball goes well over the net. Another substitution. Checking out of the game is Kevin Stalzer. Checking in for the first time, Tim Van Landenham. Sends it all the way up now on the near side for Ethan Francois Revalier. He perhaps may wait to see some more attackers come help him. Instead, he passes it in front. TJ White sends it just about 3 yards over the bar. It's going to be a goal kick, but a great opportunity there for Goshen. And perhaps that was the best shot they had on goal. They had one earlier in the first half that was pretty easy for the goalie. I mean, easy for me to say that up here in the broadcast booth, but just right in front of him, Gardaki made the first save off the corner. This time he'll clear one all the way down by midfield, and it's headed around a few times by 4 times. Now the ball's with Siena Heights. Headed once more, and now there's a chase for the ball. On the far side, Siena Heights is moving right to left. They will switch at halftime. Gray with the ball now at midfield. That one tried to get taken away from Rosales. A fight for the ball, a few bodies on the ground now. That one stayed in play, but the ref says that it was out of play off of a maple leaf last. Kahn now gets the ball off of a throw-in right in front of the Goshen bench. Kahn passes one there to Lentini. Haven't said his name too much. He's on the left side attacking, but there haven't been many chances for Siena Heights. So now back into play. Goshen tried to get the possession. Looks like Knopfsinger goes down hard there as that ball knocked off his hip. Now back into play for Gray. Ornelas. Lentini. Ball on the near side. In the attacking third now for Siena Heights. That one's out of play. It'll be Goshen possession. They're going to throw it in again. No score. 43 minutes, just under that, has gone by so far. We are approaching halftime. You can stick around during halftime. We'll have analysis and keys to the second half. Thrown into play. Goshen now with possession. Knopfsinger, since coming in, kind of being knocked around a couple of times, has already seen the floor thrice. Ball now with Selovich. Gets all the way back now to the back line for Siena Heights. Tries to move one forward. Gilks is just going to head it away. Ashelman will head it away as well. TJ White could not handle the ball, so now it's back with the Saints. Wilkie, far side, picks the ball up with his hands. It's because it rolled just out of play. He throws it in. Kind of bouncing around, but in the attacking third for Siena Heights, cleared away. Nice play there by Bodsteiber. TJ White now has the ball. He's going to be moving it forward and handing it off there. They're going to try and switch fields, or rather try and move one up. Gray headed away. Brody Knopfsinger now has the ball, sends it back for Kyle Ramirez-Ingold. All the way to Ethan Francois Revalier. Nice, tried to make a nice play there as the ball, the pass was just a little much. And now back thrown into play for Siena Heights. Just 60 seconds remain in this first half. Still no score. This is the home opener for the Goshen College Maple Leafs. They are playing host to Siena Heights University. Siena Heights with possession. Onside is Siena Heights. Gilks is going to take that away from them, though. Ethan Francois Revalier. A pass just a little too casual, but eventually goes back into the hands of Johan Escalante. Second team all-conference goalkeeper last year. Tries to send one all the way back and picked up by Gardaki. That will most likely be all we see here in the first half as the time ticks down from 5. Nothing's going to happen here. The ball being played around just a little bit, but that will be the end of the first half. The whistle finally goes. That's what it'll be. 0-0 in the first half of soccer. Here at the John Ingold Athletic Complex. 0-0 the score between the Goshen College men's soccer team and that of the Siena Heights Saints. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we return, halftime. Here on 91.1 The Globe, you're home for Goshen College Athletics.
When I was little, I didn't talk for a long time. I was sensitive to lights and...
So nice to see all these beautiful faces back, the returning, the new transfers, and of course the new freshmen that are in. And it's also nice to see that some of these teams and some of the players that have come early to campus are now in the full swing of their season. And this is the first home game for the Maple Leafs. Siena Heights, this is their first game. Unfortunately for the Maple Leafs, this is not their first game. Their first game was at Madonna. It was a 3-0 loss, and they opened their 60th men's soccer season last Friday during that game. And Coach Patrick said, Madonna, they were clinical when they were clinical when we presented them with chances. We made 3 or 4 errors in this match that ruined a lot of the good work that we did, end quote. And again, this was a game that just 8 minutes is all that was kind of the mishap or kind of the errors that he was referring to just in an 8-minute span, just about 5 to 10 minutes inside of the second half. 3 goals scored in that 8 minutes, and that was all that Madonna needed to get the victory. Goshen sitting at 0-1 on the season, but we can reiterate this as much as we want. Coach Patrick saying that, yes, these games matter. Yes, you want to try and perform well during these games, but conference games, that's where it really, that's really where, of course, it matters. A year ago, the Goshen College men's soccer team allowed a league-low 7 goals in 9 Crossroads League regular season matches. And for the first time since 2006, the Maple Leafs posted back-to-back-to-back clean sheets. So just to put that into perspective, like the last time that had happened, current head coach Aaron Patrick actually scored that goal to break the streak. And again, last season, while Goshen allowed just 1 goal in every 91 minutes or so, with the 18 goals scored, forming the best defensive mark in more than a decade, the team only scored 16 times. So if you only let up, a goal in every 91 minutes, at least 1 goal will get you the 1-0 victory. But they didn't. They didn't have that goal scoring last year. That's why they saw so many draws as they did. Last season, 6-7-5 was their record. Set a school record for the most ties in a season. And Tevin Gilks and Johan Escalante earned all conference honors. Gilks was the first team, Escalante second team. It's the second, or Escalante's mark of only .916 goals per game was the 8th best in program history. It was the 2nd best since the conference was expanded to 8 schools back in 1995. So among players who started more than half the games, only center back Jaden Chupp graduated from last year. So, and actually a lot of the players that had just graduated last year and from past years, a lot of them are in the stands today. Josh Garcia is also a new name that played for the reserves team last year. James Garcia, his brother, had graduated last year. We saw Uriel Macias a little bit, playing really well up in the attacking third for Goshen. He set a single game, single season, and career scoring records at West Noble High School in Ligonier last season while earning first-team All-State honors. Some of these freshmen that have come in are, most of them, Coach Patrick was saying, all of the guys can start. They can start in the Crossroads League. It's just a matter of kind of getting their feet wet. But another nice addition was Stuart Ashelman, the brother of Spencer Ashelman, who's now a junior. The freshman was named MVP of the high school All-American game and led his high school, West Salem, to 2 Oregon regional semifinals. Coach Aaron Patrick said, "We only reloaded with a few players, but their key pieces and their quality players were really excited to build upon what we started last year." And really from his first season, I mean, all of his recruiting class are now juniors. That's kind of what he was saying from the beginning. The first season he was in here, kind of just had to try and win games, prove that they could win with anybody that was on the field. Now, after his first recruiting class are now juniors, he's kind of been waiting and waiting for the season. This is the one where he's looking to make, or at least have the players on the team make a huge impact in the Crossroads League. We'll see how that goes. As we kind of wrap things up here, because we're getting ready to start the second half in just about 6.5 minutes, kind of recap the first half. Goshen had 6 shots, 3 of them on goal. They had 10 corners. They didn't capitalize on any of them. Siena Heights University, 4 shots, only 1 of them on goal, and it came from about 30 yards away. Pretty easy save for Escalante. Only 1 corner for Siena Heights. Be really interesting to see the possession percentage, because Goshen has, it's seemingly been in possession of this game at least 60% of the time on. I mean, it just seems like they are really uniform, very composed, and very organized in their offense and even their defense. Coach Patrick was saying you only really have a formation for the start of the game, the kickoff, the start of each half. And it kind of just, I mean, players can kind of mix all around, you know, when there has to be switches and stuff. However, it doesn't look like they, you know, needed quite a huge change of formation, if you will. They didn't need to have 3 or 4 attacking guys. Vice versa, they didn't need 4 or 5 guys back on defense. But Coach Patrick is going to, this is a very organized team. And when I'm talking about organization, I'm talking about, it looks like every player knows where every of their teammates, every one of the other players, should be based on the movements that they do. So, you know, if one person's at midfield, pass it up, the person that's receiving the ball is expecting 3 chances to pass or to run with the ball. It's really exciting to watch. This is a fast-paced team, and Siena Heights has proven to be a good challenge here so far in the first half. Now, while Goshen has had all these opportunities, you have to give the back line for the Saints some credit that the score is still 0-0. They haven't had many opportunities on their own end to generate some offense. But it looks like Goshen's doing a nice job as well of making sure that's not possible either. Again, Escalante, he's huge to have he's huge to have as the netminder for Goshen. I mean, this is, again, a second-team all-conference last year from Florida, and he's showing exactly why he's the starter, and he's been playing very well. It's also nice to see some of the new faces like Sven Badsteiber, as he's having himself, he's kind of that more finesse player on the back line. And then Tevin Gilks, if you're unfamiliar, 6'3" center back from Trinidad and Tobago. So this is another guy, first team all-conference as a defender. He's having himself a pretty nice first half. And it looks like they will look to continue that. But this time, like Coach Patrick said, one of their goals is to score more goals than last year. Of course, you got to score goals to win, and you got to stop the other team from doing just that. Coach Patrick talking to his team right now on midfield, or just onto the field, rather, and telling his team probably something along the lines of, hey, maybe just getting a little too fancy sometimes. You know, just look for that easy pass ahead, and, you know, the goals will come, you know, as long as they can get good opportunities and then finish. One thing that Coach Patrick is doing with his team before every game and at every practice is working on finishing. That's one thing that they want to again, put the goal in the back of the net time after time after time. They plan to do that in the second half. Some keys for the second half. If you're Siena Heights, it seems like they're kind of sitting back a little bit. I mean, Goshen, again, has had possession of the ball almost this entire game, it seems. If they can get something generating on offense, if they can get past that back line and get a few more numbers up to attack, it looks like that will be one key for Siena Heights. Of course, they have to stop Goshen. And if you're Goshen, you've had some good chances now. Just look to finish them. Looks like we're going to get back into the action in about 2 minutes. We'll take a timeout up until the start of the second half. You're listening to Goshen College Athletics here on 91.1 The Globe.
Hey, America, we need to have a little talk. We've got more food than we know what to do with in this country, yet 17 million kids in America are struggling with hunger. Makes no sense. Luckily, the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks has volunteers gathering excess food and getting it to hungry kids. They're kind of like food angels. Hey, become a food angel yourself by supporting Feeding America in your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. We can't do it without your help. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
The death of someone close can be a devastating experience for anyone, let alone a child. Ryan's Place understands how the death of a loved one can affect a child and provides support at no cost to both children and adults who are grieving. They understand and they want to help. Ryan's Place is located at the Goshen City Church of the Brethren on 203 North 5th Street. More information is available at ryansplace.org.
Back here on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Goshen College Athletics. The second half is underway. Goshen in possession. Looks like they return all their starters to begin the second half. All except TJ White is in for Rosales. So back into the action. If you're just tuning in, first home game for the Goshen College men's soccer team. They take on Siena Heights University. No score after 45 and change. So the ball's at the midfield. Now they've switched sides, so Siena Heights this time moving left to right and right to left for the Maple Leafs. So it's all the way at the back, near side for Spencer Ashelman. All the way back, cleared up now on the foot of Rosales, it appears. A few nice passes, and it's eventually Spencer Ashelman who has possession. Tripped up there by Sibu Bexon. And it'll be right in front, right at midfield now. Rosales is going to move it all the way up front. Rather, that's Viela. Pardon me. So now Goshen's looking to get something going. Nussbaum's going to have it just outside the 18-yard box in the middle of the field, and now it's taken away. Siena Heights looking to go on the counterattack. They don't have numbers, but on the ball now, looks like it's Stalzer. Possession still with the Saints in their attacking third, taken away, and Ethan Francois Revalier in possession. Gilks comes up just a little, hobbling just a little bit. He should be okay. Probably nothing more than his foot being stepped on. Bodsteiber now White, and now Ingold as he tries to move one up forward. Nate Nussbaum with the ball. A few nice passes to get it across the opposite side of the field. Ethan Francois Revalier moves it in front of midfield, kicks it just behind midfield, moving it across midfield on the other side. now Ethan Francois Revalier. It's the far side, and it's now Vilela with the ball. Nussbaum could not quite get that pass, just a little out in front of him. Bounced around a few times and cleared upfield out of play. Goshen in possession. 2.5 has gone by in this second half. Back in play. Goshen with possession. All the way, they'll switch fields, and it's Spencer Ashelman with a chance here. Moves into the middle of the field. The shot! Oh! Off of... Well, a nice save there from Gardaki. I'm sure he wasn't expecting that one, but that was going for the upper 90. Good save from Gardaki as he was able to knock it over the crossbar there, and it'll go for a Goshen corner. Crossed in now, just a little too far for Gilks. Cleared away, Nussbaum with the ball. Now it's Vilela. Nussbaum out of play. They'll keep possession, does Goshen. On the near side, to the left of the bench, of course, still in front of the corner flag, Sibu Bexon. Ball with Ornelas. Back to Sibu Bexon. Clears one all the way in front. Offside is going to be the call from the line judge. 4 minutes have gone by. Still no score. Ethan Francois Revalier, junior captain. He's also the right back on the team. Sent back for Johan Escalante. Sends one close to the sideline, but kept in play by Spencer Ashelman. Ingold with the ball. Taken away, Siena Heights has possession at midfield. This ball's going to roll all the way back to Escalante, who's just going to clear one away at the Siena Heights bench. Throw in for Sibu Bexon. Gets it into Ornelas. And taken away by the Maple Leafs. Spencer Ashelman, a nice through ball. Macias tries to outrun his opponent. Could not quite as Gardaki comes out of net. Falls flat on the ground and picks that ball up. 5 minutes gone by. No score. Headed to the midfield, being bounced around a little bit. No one really in possession. And now sent all the way back to Escalante, who's going to have to pick that one up. Deciding what to do, throws it to his left for Badsteiber. At the midfield now, Stuart Ashelman gets knocked over. That's clearly a foul. And it looks like we'll have our first stoppage, perhaps a yellow card going to be issued here. We'll see what the ref decides. Either way, still no score. About 6 minutes have gone by. Sibu Bexon's going to be the one that gets a quick talking to. Perhaps just a quick warning. Ashelman over the ball in front of midfield. This is the junior, Spencer Ashelman. Sends one all the way to his brother, who heads it, but then it's cleared away by Siena Heights. It's at midfield. Badsteiber is going to get it to Ingold. Ingold to Spencer Ashelman. Vilela. The ball taken away, and now Kahn's coming the other way. Just maybe a shot opportunity, but either way, it kind of, as he tried to kick one toward goal, it just kind of rolled pretty weakly over to the left side of that, out of play. Goal kick. Now Nussbaum with the ball in the defensive third. Looks like the back line for Goshen is pretty spread out, and there's only 3 of them back there. Ashelman and Ethan Francois Revalier playing more of a attacking right wing back, if you want to call that, left wing back, however you categorize that. Playing kind of a little bit more at midfield. That ball is sent for a home run. No, wrong spot. Was cleared way out of play, though, and it looks like a little bit of confusion here. There's someone tying their shoe. They're figuring out who the ball was off of last. It looks like Siena Heights is going to have possession. And here's Sven Bodsteiber. In the back on the near side to our right. Stuart Ashelman, nice few passes here. Spencer Ashelman will try and get one in front at midfield, headed away. Possession now won by the Maple Leafs. Francois Revalier is going to have the ball on the far side. TJ White keeps possession for Goshen. And now just behind midfield, they advance the ball, does Goshen. Now to Francois Revalier, who sends a nice chip pass forward into the 18. Macias with the ball. It rolls over the end line for a goal kick. Not much doing here in the second half up to this point. About 8 minutes have gone by. Still no score. Ball now at the midfield. TJ White. Spencer Ashelman. Now in the attacking third, Stuart Ashelman has a chance here. He's on the left side approaching the 18-yard box. He's going to have his defender knock it out of play for a Goshen College corner kick. Now crossed in from the corner, right to Gardaki's hands. That's all that Goshen will make of that. 12 corners in total for the game. They've registered 4 shots on goal to Siena Heights 1, but the score is still deadlock at 0. So Gilks with the ball now gets it to Nussbaum. Tries to get a through ball in, that doesn't go. So Siena Heights takes possession back. It's Wilkie. Kahn. Ornelas gets it up into the attacking third. This could be a chance for the Saints. Cebu Bexon, the shot from just outside 18 yards. Looks like it went off a defender and goes for a corner kick. A low cross comes in at the top of the 18-yard box for Siena Heights. The shot off of the crossbar, out of play. Goshen dodges a bullet. The first real good opportunity for Siena Heights goes off of the top of the crossbar, out of play. Again, a great opportunity there for Siena Heights off the corner kick. Looks like Goshen kind of just standing around during that last corner kick. Perhaps they were just a little surprised that someone was that wide open. But back into possession for Goshen. Gilks with the ball far side, just behind midfield. Now TJ White moves it up a little bit. Now in front of midfield, all the way on the far side, Ethan Francois Revalier. He's from Leicester, England. A nice move there from Vilela, and it looks like it'll just get cleared away. So Villela knocks one out of play. It looks like possession actually will be with Siena Heights. So headed now in the attacking third of Siena Heights. A ball being bounced around, and Ashelman's going to get whistled It'll be a set piece just about 28 to 32 yards, slightly off to the right of the 18-yard box of the goal. So Goshen will set up a wall. Siena Heights will figure out exactly when and they're going to take a quick free kick. It got deflected by someone in front. Good awareness there. Now Goshen on the counterattack. Francois Revalier in front of midfield gets one all the way to Stuart Ashelman. Perhaps the pass came later than it would have liked, but he still has possession. Near side, gets past his first defender. Tries to get into the 18-yard box. Knocked out. It will be a goal kick. On a side note, not to get too personal, but I took German for 3 years. I would have figured that I would have known the I and the E in German is the second letter. So it actually has been this whole game Bad Stieber. Let's get that clear now. So it's Nussbaum as we get back into possession is at midfield. Nussbaum is going to continue to move the ball forward. Vilea with the ball. Taken off the ball, though, and Ornelas now has it for Siena Heights. A nice chip pass over a couple of Goshen defenders. But possession broken up, and Gilks now with the ball. The best chance we've seen all night came just a few minutes ago. Siena Heights, off of a corner kick, had a low cross come right to the top of the 18-yard box. And the shot by, I believe it was Ornelas, off of the top of the crossbar, out of play, still no score. There's going to be a goal kick for Goshen. Just short of 14 minutes, rather, have gone by in the second half. Goshen with 12 corners on the evening. They've got 4 shots on goal, 7 total, and still 0-0. We haven't seen a sub yet either in this second half. Not too unusual. Ball back now to Escalante. So Francois Revalier. Nussbaum. Ingold just behind midfield. It's Bad Stieber. Stuart Ashelman with the ball in front of midfield. But Spencer Ashelman's going to have possession now. TJ White is up just, a nice pass there as he tried to kind of flick one over his left foot to try and get one through the defender, kind of thread the needle, but did not work out. Got cleared all the way down to midfield on the far side. Goshen's moving right to left. Siena Heights left to right on your radio dial. For those of you just tuning in, first off, thanks for tuning in. And about 15 minutes have gone by here in the second half of the home opener for the Goshen College Maple Leafs. And a lot of people have come out for this game. Student section absolutely packed. Everyone down here in front, it's pretty full here. And even a good handful of Siena Heights fans have made it out, made the 2.5 hour travel to Goshen. Back to the action. What just occurred was a ball that kind of got thrown up toward the 18-yard box for Goshen. And now the ball was knocked out of play. So, it looks like Francois Revalier was tying his shoe. So now we're back into the action. Goshen with possession just in front of the end line. Here's a chance for Goshen. A low cross comes in. Stuart Ashelman, he scores! The freshman, Stuart Ashelman, showing why he was the MVP in his conference as a high schooler. He has scored the first goal for Goshen College in the 2017-2018 campaign. Look at him and his team celebrate. It is a beautiful sighting here at the John Ingold Athletic Complex. Just a beautiful touch there from Ethan Francois Revalier before the ball right now is just at about midfield. Francois Revalier had that throw and come right to his foot and got past his first defender as he kind of took a 180 around him toward the end line. At that point, got a low cross in. The first attacker was just on the top of the 18-yard box, led it through to Stuart Ashelman, who put it in the back of the net. A beautiful shot, not much a chance for Gardaki. And a beautiful goal there from Ashelman puts Goshen up 1-0. 17 minutes gone by in the second half. Ball now back with Ethan Francois Revalier, now TJ White, now Vilela. Macias, another chance for Goshen here. Top of the 18-yard box, got through a few players. Knocked down, no call. Gardaki's going to pick it up. Macias, nice finesse to his game as he just kind of casually dribbled it through about 3 defenders, and the last one kind of broke it all up for him. The goal kick is going to go about 80 yards and then gets headed all the way back to Johan Escalante. Ball now with Spencer Ashelman. And now a chance here for Siena Heights. That ball gets into the 18-yard box on a long cross that came from about 70 yards away. Bounced through, but good defense from Gilks, and Escalante picks it up. Vilela tried to get one through. Clears one away. The ball is on the near side in the defensive third, now brought up closer to midfield. Goshen not in possession, rather it's Selovich for Siena Heights. This looks like Stalzer here. He tries to get a high ball into Rodden, who's going to head one. Might have been Gilks to head that one back to the keeper. Stuart Ashelman's goal, his first of the season, Goshen College's first of the season. It came at the 61-minute mark. Back into the play. Gets headed across for Escalante, and he can pick that one up. 19 minutes have gone by in the second half. Ball being knocked around a little bit. Goshen's going to have possession just in front of midfield on the far side. TJ White now in possession. Sends a long pass, but no one for Goshen's going to be there. And now the famous or infamous chant from the student section telling the other player to do a dance. So now the ball being fought in the attacking third for Siena Heights. Gets knocked out of play by Ethan Francois Revalier, but it's going to stay with Goshen. Coach Patrick wants and believes that his team is the most fit in conference. He thinks it's the best defensive team in conference, and the numbers do back that up. So, again, just trying to score more goals. The ball won now for Siena Heights. Now the ball with Wilkie. It's taken away by Stuart Ashelman. Oh, and that's a hard challenge. No call. I am trying to be not as biased as possible, but that was well, let me rather just try and describe what was seen. Ashelman tried to get a ball as he, with his left foot, moves it just in front to try to get a few more strides on it before he makes a shot. And a very tough challenge from Wilkie. Slide tackle, knocked him over from the air onto the ground, and, well, you could hear all the refs in the student section not agree with that one. But we'll get back to possession. It's going to be Bodge Stieber clearing one out of play into the Siena Heights bench. 21 minutes have gone by in the second half. Goshen's ahead 1-0 in their home opener. Crossed in from Siena Heights, intended for Lentini. It stays in play. Just outside the 18-yard box, a cross came in, got blocked by T.J. White. He knocks that one away, and Goshen in possession now, trying to make something happen on the counterattack. A nice ball forward. That one trickles off of the foot of Rodden as he slid in and just left of the goal. That was almost a nice touch from Rodden. Almost went right into the back of the net. It didn't. So Goshen's going to get possession back from a goal kick. Coming out for Vilea is Alex Rosales, transfer from St. Joseph's College. He's originally from Elkhart. Here's Bodge Stieber. He's from Stuttgart, Germany. Ball forward now with Stuart Ashelman. He's going to take a hard, long rip from about 30, and it's just off wide to the left. If you're just tuning in, about 25 minutes have gone by in the second half. 1-0 the score. The goal came in the 61st minute from the freshman Stuart Ashelman. His brother Spencer is the third-year captain. He also plays left back, left mid. And now a ball forward for Macias. Gets it right on his foot. A chance. Saved by Gardaki. A second chance for Macias. The shot. Oh, no. Saved by, I couldn't tell if it was Gardaki or any of the three guys standing on the end line there for Siena Heights, but another big chance. Did not go that time for Goshen, but great chances nonetheless. (1-0) Goshen out in front. Booted down, headed by Nussbaum. T.J. White, there's a whistle, and it will be Siena Heights possession. Again, Siena Heights last year, 4-12-1. They were 1-10 in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. It was 12th at the bottom of the table. Ball now into the 18-yard box for Siena Heights, although Goshen's going to pick up possession and go the other way with it. A long pass up forward. Macias running after the ball. Knocked down, but it looks like Goshen's going to have possession back. Stuart Ashelman has some room in front of him. Tried to put a nice move on there. Couldn't quite, but T.J. White takes it back. And now it's Macias with the ball. Another good chance here for Goshen. Crosses one in from the left side into the middle. No good, but Francois Revalier is going to get it back. A nice long touch forward into the box. Tried crossing one low in while he slid right into the hands of Gardaki. So now a goal kick goes all the way back into the corner of the 18-yard box for Johan Escalante. And it's Bodge Stieber with the ball now. Spencer Ashelman with the ball. In front of the Goshen bench, on the near side that would be. Again, Goshen moving right to left, if you're just tuning in. Siena Heights the opposite way, left to right on your radio dial. At midfield, kind of just being possessed right now by the Maple Leafs between Ingold and Bodge Stieber. Now the ball is up with Spencer Ashelman. Keeps that one in play and puts a nice through ball for Macias. He has it on the left side now, on the near side that would be. And cleared away, just a little too much contact from Stifler. It's going to go as a set piece and a free kick for the Maple Leafs. looks like about 24, 25 yards, more toward the sideline in front of the Goshen bench. And Stuart Ashelman standing over the ball. Crosses one in high. Far post. Gardaki catches it in his hands. Boots it all the way downfield to no one. Rolls out of play. Maple Leafs pick it up. It'll be a throw-in. It looks like we'll see two subs, both number 7 for their respective teams. First for Siena Heights is Tim Van Landeghem coming in. And both are checking in for number 8 of the respective team. Kevin Stalzer comes out for Siena Heights. Ollie Smith is back in the game. He started, did not start the second half. Nussbaum started both the first and second half. He's going to check off now. Nussbaum, we saw a lot last year play a lot more forward, but it looks like in this game at least he was a little bit more in, I wouldn't say a defensive midfield possession, but that's kind of where he was, kind of in the midfield, a little bit more in the back. So now Goshen with possession. It's 1-0 in Goshen's favor. Just short of 28 minutes have gone by in the second half. Ball at midfield, TJ White. A long through ball in. Looks like his coaches encouraged him to make that pass. And now it's just back at the midfield. Goshen is interrupting a lot of the passing lanes for Siena Heights. Now they get one through. This is a good chance for Siena Heights. On this, a great save on the shot from Lee Lentini. A beautiful save from Johan Escalante. He came out of his net about 10 or 11 yards, got in front, got good position, stayed low, his hands wide, and a good shot, a good possession there for Siena Heights. But it doesn't look like they made much of it. Again, another great chance, but they still don't have anything. So Ollie Smith, who just checked back in, is going to check out. Brody Knopfsinger back in. I'm sure Ollie Smith looking just for the reason why he's coming out real quick. Perhaps positioning or something he's going to get just a quick talking to. But the ball is in the defensive third now as Siena Heights moves forward with it. Gilk's a beautiful standing tackle there to knock it away. A cross comes in and it's caught in the air by Johan Escalante. 29 minutes have gone by here in the second half. 1-0 the score. Goshen is out in front. And that is going to get booted all the way downfield. It will go out of play off of Siena Heights. So Goshen will have possession in their attacking third. TJ White now just plays it back for Bodstieber at the midfield. Ingold, Gilks, Francois Revalier on the far side, just in front of midfield. Goshen still ahead 1-0. The ball at the midfield for Ingold. Francois Revalier. Now the ball changes possession. Siena Heights moves it forward. Clears it into the open field. Ball in front of the Siena Heights bench. Wilkie now trying to get a cross in, but Ramirez Ingold is going to knock it out of play. It's going to be a throw in near the corner flag on the near side here. 15 minutes remain in regulation. Thrown in, a header into the box, cleared away, and now Brody Knopfsinger with possession. He moves it forward. TJ White with the ball. He moves it forward to Macias, who's just in front of the Goshen bench, trying to get by his defender. Does. Pretty good slide tackle there from Ornelas, and now it's sent back over. Goshen's going to have possession now, though. Stuart Asherman has it taken off of his foot by Lentini, who almost had a goal there just about 5 minutes ago for Siena Heights. Nofsinger, not a good touch there off his foot. 2 players go down. Goshen's going to keep possession. Another chance here for Goshen. Spencer Ashelman just outside of the left side of the 18. A low cross comes in, knocked out of the hands of the goalie, but it's going to get cleared away, and just in front of midfield is Ethan Francois Revalier with possession. Gets it to TJ White. A little too nice of a pass there, could not find anyone, so Siena Heights is going to have possession back now at the midfield. Stefan. Collard. Lentini, far side. Corner of the 18-yard box. Gilks, great defense there, but his man gets by him. Still in the 18, a shot gets blocked. Another shot, could not quite get a clean look off of that. Here's a chance for Goshen to counter. Macias carrying the ball past midfield. Knocked out of play off of Macias last. Ornelas didn't think so, but he's going to be able to throw the ball in now. So just in front of the Goshen bench, a sub coming in now. Lentini comes off. Kahn comes back on. Back to the action. Kahn, his first touch since coming back into the game. Ball now with Rodden. A long shot way off the mark. Another sub coming in for Goshen here shortly. Gabriel Costa is coming into the game for the first time. Spencer Ashelman checks out for the first time as well. 1-0 the score. Goshen's out in front thanks to the goal from Stuart Ashelman in the 61st minute. Not only his first of the season, Goshen's first goal of the season. They played last Friday at Madonna University for another non-conference game. They fell in that game 3-0. They felt like they played a really strong game. There was just about a 7.5 or 8 minute snippet that they've just made a few errors, and that led to 3 Madonna goals. That's behind them now, and they are on to this game. And there's only about 11.5 remaining in it. That ball gets cleared away by Siena Heights, now thrown in for Siena Heights, rather, in front of their bench. Approaching the attacking third, tried to get it to Kahn. Knocked away. The ball is now with Selovich in the attacking third, moving it forward on his right foot. Beautifully played there from Ingold as well as Francois Revalier. Here's Wilkie. He may have a chance to get a shot on goal, but Stuart Ashelman, good defense coming from behind. TJ White with the ball gets knocked down. Possession for Goshen. Again, 1-0 the score. Just over 10 minutes remain in regulation. If this game does go into overtime, we'll see 2 more halves. We'll have to get the rules confirmed, but it looks like it would be golden goal, and it would be 2 10-minute halves. But, again, we'll cross that bridge when it comes. Back to the game. Waiting to throw the ball in is Wilkie. And he will do so on a nice throw as looks like it'll just get cleared away. But up along the sideline in front of the bench, that ball goes out of play. Goshen's going to keep possession. They're ready to throw one in on the near side, all the way to the right, kind of where the Maple Leaf soccer scoreboard is held, or where it stands. Ball back in play. There's Costa. TJ White, a little chip shot, and 3 Goshen players ready for that one. The line judge said that it went over the line before they could get it back into play. A good standing tackle from Ramirez Ingold gets called for a foul. So a set piece now coming for Siena Heights. They're about 28 to 32 yards from the target. Two Goshen players standing at a 10-foot yard wall in front. The cross goes in low, and it's spinning a little bit, but now cleared away by Francois Revalier. Good clear because he kept it in the field, too. So they have to go back and retrieve it, do the Saints. All the way on the back line. Not a good touch there from Stifler, but it gets bailed out by his teammate. Now a long pass forward. Escalante is going to pick that one up, lay on it. Take a nap, why won't you? There's about 8.5 minutes remaining. Escalante is going to boot one down the field. Intended for Stuart Ashelman. He'll head it forward to Macias. Macias tried getting by his defender there, could not, but Costa's there to help him out. Now the ball with Gabriel Costa trying to cross one in. It looks like it's offside. Siena Heights trying to move quickly. 8 minutes remain. 1-0 to score. Goshen is out in front. The 61st minute goal by Stuart Ashelman, who has the ball now. It's turned over and cleared back down just beyond midfield. Ethan Francois Revalier moves it up again. Stuart Ashelman. Gabriel Costa on the left side, just in front. Siena Heights with possession now. A long throw-in goes right at about midfield. Taken away now by Rosales. Ingold just beyond midfield. Francois Revalier trying to move things forward. It gets headed at the back line now for Siena Heights. Brody, Knopfsinger trying to knock the ball away. He does. Ingold's going to set up Knopfsinger for a low cross. Almost goes through. Went through a few defenders and almost went past the goalkeeper. Looked like that low cross was intended for either Macias or Stuart Ashelman. But nothing came of it. Another sub coming in. Looks like Khan is checking out for Siena Heights. Coming into the game for the first time is Baba Tunde. Uthman Babatunde from Westland, Michigan. He's a freshman this year. Goshen's going to have possession as they set the ball down for a long free kick, and Escalante is going to just ever so casually walk to the ball, just try to kill a little bit of the clock, if you will. Escalante then boots it down the field right around the attacking third, gets headed away, goes out of play right across midfield. Goshen keeps possession. Ball thrown in for the Maple Leafs. TJ White now gets it back to who threw it in, was Francois Revalier. Working through a few defenders. Now Francois Revalier is in the midfield. We don't see that too often, but here he is. And the ball on the near side for Spencer Ashelman. Stuart Ashelman, nice pass back to Spencer. Far post. Header just a little too much, maybe a push off, but no call from the official. We won't see that one all too much. Ball being knocked around a little bit. Eventually, Goshen wins back possession. Ingle. Rosales. Francois Revalier. Rosales. The ball on the far side. Nice positioning there from Macias. He's trying to move one forward. Enters the 18-yard box. Going to try and chip one forward for Rosales, who was kind of in the middle there of the 18-yard box. Gets cleared away. Gilk's going to head one back to Bodstieber. And still, Goshen in front. 1-0. 4.5 minutes remain in the second half. Escalante boots one down. And it will go out of play right at midfield. Wilkie throws one in long, headed away from Bodstieber. Here's Ingold, finds control and boots one down all the way back to the back line for Siena Heights. Knopfsinger gives chase. That ball goes right to Goshen. It's back now with Macias. He moves forward toward the attacking third, but it'll get picked off, cleared away, and Gilks now with the ball for Goshen. Francois Revalier with possession. Beautiful touch there. A little far behind for Knopfsinger, goes out of play, and Siena Heights is going to throw the ball in wide right by the line judge on the opposite side. Gets thrown in. Gray has the ball now. 1-0 Goshen. It's going to roll all the way on the far side. Gilks is going to let it roll out of play. Two subs are coming in for Goshen. Ollie Smith back in the game after he came in the game as a sub in the second half for just a brief snippet and then got taken out. And also Kyle Ingold is coming out of the game now. So is Brody Knopfsinger. The other substitution is Oscar Ocampo. Nice to have some fresh legs out there, I'm sure, for Goshen. So the clock stopped at 3 minutes while the subs were coming in. And that one gets cleared away as the ball was a chase down between Gardaki. Now as we get back into the action, Bodstieber is going to try and clear one out. It's going to go for a corner for Siena Heights. So there's a chance for Siena Heights to perhaps get back into this game. This might be their best opportunity. And you hope that it's not bad karma as the student section is chanting, I believe that we will win, right as Siena Heights perhaps gets their best opportunity of the evening. 1-0. Clock is stopped as it looks like someone on the Goshen side is being tended to. It looks like Ollie Smith, but he looks to be okay now. And everyone is moving forward except for the goalie for Siena Heights. Trying to get some bodies flying. Here comes the cross in from the far side. Punched out by Johan Escalante. A few bodies on the ground. But play resumes. Throw in for Siena Heights. Back into the play right in the middle of midfield. Gets knocked away by Ocampo. Siena Heights with possession. Just over 2 minutes remain in the second half of Goshen College's men's soccer home opener. Couple nice moves there from Stifler. Tries to get one through. Wilkie, pardon me, that is Rodden as he tries to get one through. A little bit of physical play, but that's exactly what you expect in NAIA soccer. Few nice moves there from Ornelas. He's trying to get one in, but it is cleared away from Goshen. Ball knocked out of play. Throwing at midfield for Siena Heights. $1:30 remains. Headed from Gray. And now on the counterattack, Goshen looking to add to their total. This could be it. A shot! He scores! The counterattack there from Goshen proved to be just too much. And that one goes into the back of the net. A beautiful touch there. Still trying to look who scored the goal. It was tough to see. Yeah, I did believe it was Alex Rosales, the transfer from St. Joseph's College. It's now 2-0, and this game's all but over. In the 89th minute of play, it looks like a few guys with some cramps. Looks like Stuart Ashelman and Ethan Francois Revalier. So 2 subs are going to be coming in for the semi-injured players. What a beautiful counterattack that was on the Goshen side. Of course, at this point, everyone kind of moving forward for Siena Heights, and that leaves them completely vulnerable on the opposite end. Counterattack from Goshen. A beautiful through ball, just a little bit too far for Gardaki to really make a chance to come out of his net for that one. So a few subs come in. Bodge Tieber comes out. Gabriel Eisenbeis comes in for the first time. Looks like Ari Benjamin's ready to come in here shortly. Again, the goal comes in the 89th minute of play. Scored by number 21, Alex Rosales. After this game, Goshen will improve to 1-1. It'll be nice for them to get that first win under their belt. Escalante is going to boot a goal kick down. We're under 60 seconds. The ball goes all the way to some empty space on the field. It's the far side corner, and that one's going to get booted up near midfield now and cleared all the way down. Another chance. Looks like Ollie Smith is going to be offside. A chance for Goshen to have 3 there, but was not meant to be. So 10 seconds remain. That's all that this game has for us. Goshen's going to come out victorious in their home opener. The final score, 2-0. Your Maple Leafs have pulled this one off against Siena Heights. Siena Heights drops their first match of the year. Goshen wins their second of the year to improve to 1-1. In just a few moments, we'll have post-game. We'll wrap up the show, and we'll have second half analysis. Goals scored by Stuart Ashelman and Alex Rosales at the 61st and 89th minute, respectively. We'll come back with the post-game show here on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Goshen College athletics.
Hey, there's my son.
Hey, Dad.
What's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Well, it's just sort of.
Hello, Dad.
Susan? Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and maybe see some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
It's that